Okay. Okay, there we go. I think it's working. Testing all the avatars. Test, happy. Laughing. Teaching. Sorry. Angry. Thinking. Gaming. Calmly gaming. Okay. There's the chat box. Okay, I forgot where I had put it. That goal is not the same anymore. 5 likes is nice. We don't need goals. Who needs goals? Okay, let's see here. Dan the man, how you doing, man? We got Ghost, what's up? Why doesn't that show? Sinzu, thank you for subscribing, dude. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why I can't get that to show onto the other screen. It only shows on the middle screen. Where's the game screen? No, that's starting soon. Buttons. Okay, screw it. I'll get that to working eventually. Hey, Bringer, what's up, dude? When was the gaming one added? That's actually the newest one. Yeah. The gaming ones is the newest one because that was the plan. The plan was to move away from Dokkan so that I could actually, you know, start playing some games that I wanted to play. We got the more chill, casual one like this, and then we got the more serious, actually trying to game a little bit. It's supposed to be reminiscent of the like old. Let me see if I can pop it up. We do it like old-fashioned, like look at the screen. It's supposed to be like taking place or looking like this essentially. Oh, screen. Yep, there we go. There's the screen. A screen, anyways. Yeah, it's supposed to look like this Goku right here. It's the way it's supposed to look anyways. I think it looks pretty decent. Not too bad. Could look better. In all honesty, if I'm being brutally honest, it could look better, but I like it. But yeah. Finally moving away. Are we finally getting Pokemon Joe back? I will be finishing Pokemon on my own time. Like, I've already been recording several points of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to record the whole thing and I'll post that on the gaming channel at some point. It just depends on when Zero can actually edit the whole thing. But I'm already like towards the end of the playthrough on the Pokemon one. So once it goes up, it'll just be one big video. Just be the whole adventure, and it'll be all edited and have funny random memes and jokes and so forth all around in it. It'll be a pretty long video, but hopefully it'll be at least more entertaining. I got kind of burnt out on it. That's why I decided to take a step away from it. But yeah. But anyways, the only thing I haven't done is I haven't actually, like, I haven't posted the Twitter that I'm streaming, but I don't think that's really necessary. But I'll just do a quick reply on my previous post if I can find the dang thing. No, it's right there. There. Now I'm satisfied. I intended to have stuff on the right side. Actually, on the right side, I was going to like be actively editing the things when we talk about Whis and Beerus. Got burned out on Dokkan. Don't play nearly as much as I used to besides World Tournament. No, I feel you, man. I feel you. I know exactly how you feel. Though I'm just catching up to that. You've been burnt out for a minute. When I ask about Dokkan, it mentions your channel. That's weird, but okay. That's weird. Not sure how I should feel about that. I hate AI. Honestly. But yeah, honestly, so we have about an hour until both the EZA Whis and STR Beerus Whis release. So I figure take some time to look over the kits and just in case there's anything different. I mean, I think we honestly all know how we're gonna build these two units, and some people aren't even gonna change anything, like straight up, like nobody's gonna change a dang thing. Everybody naturally probably put Whis as a full dodge unit already, so there's no change there. That he's just full dodge. So, Beerus Whis is a little different though. Beerus Whis, you actually have a couple options in all honesty. Damage-wise, they'll still do good damage, but they're not going to be doing crazy damage. I believe they actually have already 50% crit. Don't they? Yeah, they just naturally have a 50% chance to crit, which is perfectly fine. I don't feel like that's like their actual purpose. So, I think the hardest thing that it's going to be hard to convince people on this unit is telling them that they can go additional. Because I don't think there's really much of a reason to go full dodge on this one. I think you'll benefit more from trying to go full additional, but... You just rainbowed another one? That's actually crazy, Bringer. I don't think I even have that many. I really don't think I do. I don't even think I've logged in for the day. Events, petting. Ugh. I hate this game mode. Regarding issues in Dokkan Frontier. Literally, Dokkan Frontier has had nothing but issues consistently throughout the time they have released this freaking game mode. I really do not care to play the game mode right now. Every time I see a new update on it, I see at least 1 or 2 issues with it in the news, and I'm just like, I don't feel like playing the game mode if you just have constant issues, guys. Get your stuff fixed. Regularly update it then. Got him way after he was useful, so he's 97%. Can't wait. Alright, Frosty. Woo, 107. I am so mad I lost my login streak, but whatever. Almost 3,500 days. Almost. Flat 100 stones, dang. No one likes Dokkan Frontier? That doesn't surprise me at all. Really doesn't. Doesn't surprise me in the least bit. It's pretty much a restart. I don't really care for it. It's a gimmick mode. I'll go and do it every now and again, but I'm not actively gonna go to it. There's no real reason to. If the rewards for, like, the effects on the cards were for cards we actually used, or just for character names, that'd be different. But because they're just specific cards that, like, nobody uses, why even bother is kind of the issue. Obviously, they're going to have several different series in here, but they really should have just started from the beginning. There was no reason to start at Planetamic. I don't know why they did that. It was a really weird choice. They should have just started at freaking Saiyan Saga and moved forward and eventually went back to Dragonball, etc. Like, that's what they should have done. They should have went in order. There was no reason to jump to Planet Namek for whatever bloody reason. But yeah. Rants aside, it's a terrible team right now. I don't know. I don't know about that. They're doing the best they can. The thing is that what people don't understand is that the game has now hit a point where it's so old and the, like, stat numbers have gotten so high that it's hard to start calculating it and effectively managing the difficulty of the game. So they're constantly fighting with how players adapt to everything and with how much their game ages so quickly. Oh yeah, definitely. They should have dropped the Saiyan Saga right then because, like you said, Vegeta, Piccolo, the Saiyan Saga was right there. The writing was on the wall. It was easily set up. Perfect time. I don't even know why they did that. Only unit they gave a new effect for that actually uses Scatter Vegeta, simply because Festival Merchant. I still have not used him in Festival. I try. I think I tried like one time and like when they dropped the extreme mission specifically for it, and I just did not care. I just did not care to use him. I mean, I got his special effects. You have to apply them separately. I didn't really care too much for the actual special effects, but I like this new UI, user interface. I think the user interface looks really nice on these updated ones. I just like the different color. Like from the normal ones. Like the normal one like looks kind of old, quote unquote. But then when you look at the new updated one, it's like almost like somebody modded it. It's just kind of funny. It's also weird that you can just apply the different stickers at any point in time. You can just apply it right there and you can turn it off whenever you want to. I find that to be the weirdest part. Really do. What I don't like is that you can't have like specific ones. Like if you're gonna have if you don't want grade 4, that's like you have to have grade 1, 2, and 3, and 4 to have grade 4. You can't just pick or choose them. So it's just really dumb. So I just keep the 1 and 2. But yeah. It's nearly a 12-year-old game. You can tell it's old. It's an older gacha. You can tell it's an older gacha, but you can also tell that they've gotten into more gacha practices over the year. But yeah. You think we could get an LR Kefla? Maybe. Probably. We'll probably get anything LR'd before Kid Buu. So I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, crap. Be right back. Gonna go, tea time. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. I had to grab my tea. Had to grab the tea. I'll throw up the stream avatars. We're not recording or anything, so might as well. What's up, Ghost? I already said what's up with it. Just in time. There's Jin. How you doing, Jin? What's up, man? Team Apocalypse. What's up, dude? I'm doing alright. Just chilling. We all just chilling here. No LR Kefla. Yeah, there's no LR Kefla. Closest thing we have is LR Khalifa Kale, which had like 5 minutes of fame. Ghost asked, do you summon for every unit? I have been up till now. With my announcement last week, over the weekend, I will not be summoning on every single one moving forward. Yeah, moving forward, I will not be. Up till now, I have literally obtained, I believe, every single unit. Other than the Frontier units that I haven't awakened yet, because I just don't care for Frontier. I don't see a purpose to it. But yeah, I have obtained just about every single freaking unit. I think, yeah, that's it. Like, the only one I'm missing is literally this Arale from back in the day. I pretty much have just about every single other unit in the game at the moment, so. Or at least that was available. I'm trying to think if there was any units I don't have other than like promotional SRs and so forth. I think this is one of the actual older units that you could have potentially gotten. The only reason I don't have this one is because when I started up my profile, it was like a couple months after the release of the game, and I stopped playing on and off for like the first year, and I eventually like made a new profile because re-rolling was a thing back in the day. So, but yeah, I have a majority of older cards, and if not every single one at this point, so. I have AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku and STR Whis. Yeah, I have them. I've had them. Imp Super Saiyan 4 Goku? What the heck is Imp Super Saiyan 4? Please tell me you're not talking about the Daima. Shout out to all the Heroes units becoming collector's items. Oh yeah, no, yeah, straight up. All of the Heroes units are all straight up collectors now. Yeah, nobody can get any of them. I have a crap ton of SSRs too. I wanted to make sure I had a lot of the Super Saiyan 3s. That was a hard decision for me because on the final days, like, I didn't have much resources to get as many as I wanted. But I do have quite a few of the SSRs, including. I think the only SSR I don't have is the int limit breaking Super Saiyan 4 Goku, sadly. I had like very little amount of ability to get anything, and I think Vegeta was one of the last few I managed to get. Yeah, I think it's World Tree Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Goku that I don't have their SSRs of. Yeah, no, unfortunately. Wish I did, though. Freaking awesome card art. Would have been great profile art. And then, of course, World Tree Goku. This SSR is pretty nice. It's okay. It's not, like, crazy. It's pretty cool, but at least I actually have the unit. And rainbowed, so. You got Supreme Kai of Time Opa. Yeah, yep. There you go. Yeah, that's the funny part about that one for me is I actually don't have her rainbowed. I actually am missing 2 dupes for her specifically. The game would not drop her whatsoever. It was driving me nuts. I could not believe how much the game refused to drop her. I could not get a rainbow, but I'm missing 2 dupes technically, but I kept 1 locked up because I wanted the SSR art. And I think at the time we already kind of knew that they weren't going to give us freaking, we knew they weren't going to allow us to reverse anything anymore. So turn down the music a little bit. I think it's peaking a little bit over me too much. There we go. But yeah. Demigra, SSR, Brainwash, Kai time. Yeah. Anyways. So we got about 35-ish minutes, 37 minutes. We got 37 minutes before the new units drop. Or not new units, but new Easy A's and Super Easy A. Excuse me. I'm still very borderlined on how I want to build the STR Beerus and Whis. They're the border one for me. STR Whis is just plain and simple. In all honesty, there's almost no point to a video in all given honesty for the STR Whis. But Beerus and Whis right here, they're a little bit on the borderline where they really should probably be full additional. I mean, if we look at their kit, they raise attack and defense. Every additional is going to be recovering HP. So there's HP recovery in there. It's raising their attack and defense. 50% crit chance, 50% dodge chance, 70% to additional, guard, all of this freaking support. I think the main reason why I don't want to bother going full dodge is because they just have a 50-50 chance of dodge. They only have a 50-50 and they have 70 for the first 4 turns, which is only 2 appearances. So like literally their first 2 appearances, they have 70% dodge. I mean, if you have the new Beerus, great. That means they have 80% dodge. That's a lot more reliable. And they have 50% damage reduction for all of those turns as well. Yeah, 50% damage reduction and chance of evading enemies' attack by 20% for 4 turns. But it's only when attacking. I think you actually have to... You can't put them in like slot 1 and still have it. You have to wait until they actually attack. Yours are still at 77%, got you. What's my favorite unit? My favorite unit... my favorite unit is like... Well... You got to be more specific, because when somebody asks Jose what his favorite unit is, every single time I'm going to tell you it's going to be Android 21. So be more specific. Do you mean like favorite unit? Do you mean like favorite usable unit? Favorite old unit? Just favorite? Like, we got to get into specifics here. Gotta definitely get into some specifics. Because as much as I'd love to use Android 21, unfortunately, she's fallen off pretty hard, obviously. She wasn't even really that hard, that high up on the pedestal anyways, like meta-wise. Like, I can force her to be on teams, but she's still basically a dodge or die. Favorite unit to use is a lot different, though. Like in super recent time, it's honestly just Daima Goku. He's one of my favorite units in general, but my favorite transformations are Super Saiyan 3 and 4. So Super Saiyan 4, I love Dragon Ball Daima. I mean, this unit in general is exactly what I wanted. I wanted this unit since Daima dropped. in general. So, your all-time favorite character ever that, what I mean is, sorry, ads happened. Yeah, sorry about the ads. All-time favorite character ever? I'm gonna go all the way back. All-time favorite character. That's a difficult one. Because, like, part of me would want to tell you that it's Super Vegito. Like, I don't know why, but that dude was just the one of the most fun times of the game on release. Hardest part about finding like a specific character for me is like if you've played Dokkan as long as we have, you know dang well that a lot of these units just did not live that long in general. So when you say you like what your favorite unit is, it's hard to really sometimes pinpoint it. It's more like what was your favorite time of the game, like in its prime. And some of my favorite times in the game in general were my favorite units, like really, like I just had fun with the game, was this Goku. This was the first unit I went straight for Rainbow. Not even kidding. Like, this is the unit that I went for Rainbow day one, and I popped out with Rainbow day one. I think it's the only one, actually, when I really think about it. I don't think I have rainbowed a unit day of release since this guy. Yeah, no. Since release, this is the only one that I actually rainbowed day one. Day one. No other time. Favorite fusion, Vegito or Gogeta? I'm inclined to say Vegito, unfortunately. They are literally the same two dudes. It usually fluctuates back and forth, but at the end of the day, I usually end up going with Vegito. I will say though, I do absolutely. I'm a music person in general. Like that's how I kind of like I vibe in general. Music, it hits hard for me. So when I think of music, Vegito doesn't even come to mind. But Gogeta's theme, Gogeta's theme, dang, yeah, no. Gogeta's theme from the Fusion Reborn actually just, it lives rent-free in my brain, so. Terrible times in the game or good times, like remember in Super Gogeta? Oh yeah, no. See, that's the other reason why I like Gogeta, at least for Dokkan in general for me. I didn't get this guy on release. And trust me when I say that basically made you weak as heck in the beginning days. So he forced me to reroll my original account, which still bugs the crap out of me to this day. The same thing with this dude. I could not get this Gogeta on the day one. I got Omega, but I did not get Gogeta. I was really mad about that. Let me see here. I think I managed to get Super Gogeta at least when he released, like, the int version. But I think I still only had him at 55%. And, like, he was still good at the time. But I think at that time we were still wanting dupes more. So, dupes, you could see a large difference between dupes. Let me see what else was there. Yeah, the history of Gogeta, at least as far as Dokkan goes, like, I've just never had a good experience other than with this guy. This is the only time I've had a good experience with Gogeta in-game. Otherwise, I always missed their prime release dates. Always. I always missed them when they were in their primes. Every single time. Every single freaking time. It bugged the crap out of me. And at this point, I haven't really liked Gogeta units. Like, I did not like this 9th anniversary Gogeta. I did not like him at all. I really didn't. I still don't. And I don't count this Golden Frieza. I don't count this as a Gogeta unit, but it is. But every single time Vegito came around, as far as Dokkan goes, he always blessed the box. He always did. My reroll, and I got Super Vegito. I even got freaking Fizz Blue Vegito on day of release. And the Super Saiyan 4, of course. These guys were insane in their... like, this dude actually broke the game. This crossover unit, like, made fun of Dokkan on release. It was hilarious. Literally made fun of the game. Exact opposite look, Joe. Vegito hates you. What can I say? They're picky. They're super picky. But yeah, in general, as far as like the series goes, no, I actually do prefer Vegito in general. The only thing I prefer Gogeta over is straight up, obviously non-canonness. I prefer the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta over Vegito, and I prefer Gogeta's OST, and that's it. Otherwise, I'm a Vegito fan. He doesn't, like I said, non-canon. That's why I said non-canon. That is why I said non-canon. Yeah, this is just from Heroes. This is more Heroes stuff. Love this art, though. The art's great. But that's also part of why I like the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because he has the red hair. Red's my favorite color, so... Which is why I like the Limit Breaker one, but it's kind of more went into that Rose territory with the Limit Breaker. Still looks really cool, though. Anyways. Okay. We still got about 25 minutes before the Super Easy A and Easy A's. About 25 minutes. Yeah, you'll never get those Heroes units. Heroes as an IP is canceled. Yeah, for those that didn't know, the actual Dragon Ball Heroes IP is no longer, like, a thing. They stopped paying for it. They removed the IP. They don't even own the IP anymore. They own the name Dragon Ball, so it still counts as far as, like, in-game wise. But as far as the, like, IP itself for Heroes, it's just gone. It's now replaced with Super Divers, so... Okay. Do you think there would have been a brand new fusion in Daima had they used the Beetle fusion? I mean, well, yeah, if they had used it, of course there'd been a fusion. I'm sorry, that just seemed like a silly question to me. But yeah, of course there would be. Or unless you were just confused and thought that, thought it would just be Gogeta or Vegito. No, they would have thought of a different name, or they would have had a weird, different looking fusion, of course. It would have just came out different somehow. I'm assuming that's part of why they didn't decide to go with it. They probably just teased it as like a mystery thing. I prefer the mystery, personally. Everybody's always loves the idea of like, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? They didn't do it so that you would think about it, bro. Sometimes leaving things up to a mystery is better. It's better to leave the viewers thinking, fantasizing, if you will. fantasizing, if you will, yes. See, I kind of wish they let the cheetah also go Super Saiyan 4 as well. You know, I really wish they would have let him too. But part of the reason why Goku was even able to go Super Saiyan 4 in Daima was purely because of Neva. He unlocked that portion of his power. Whatever it is that specifically allows them to hit Super Saiyan 4 in Daima, Neva had to unlock for Goku. Like, Goku knew it existed. He knew it was there. He knew it was possible. He just didn't know how to let it out until Neva did it for him one time. Which is unfortunate, but I don't think it's something you can just teach. But then again, Vegeta literally taught himself Super Saiyan God. So he did that himself. So if he can do that, then he probably could have unlocked Super Saiyan 4 as well. But yeah, they should have just done that. And I do think that if they continue, if they actually do decide to continue the... If they do, like, move forward and do, like, and continue Daima animations, I have no doubt that'll be one of the things they do. They'll just go ahead and throw that out there for everybody. But even if they do that, I can't stress enough that anything and everything moving forward is just straight up not canon. I know everybody loves to, you know, think like, oh yeah, Toyotaro is taken over. Yeah, well, he's still not the original creator. He might be the spiritual successor now, but he's still not the original creator. So everything moving forward is all just fan made, essentially. It'll never be truly canon, at least not in respecting Toriyama's true wishes. Okay. So. Let's go ahead. And get this in here. So we'll start off with Whis. He's pretty easy. Whis is pretty self-explanatory. Peeps made a stream. Hey, Sal, how you doing, man? What's up? How's everything treating you? We haven't chatted in a while. Wonder if we'll see Super Saiyan 4 in the new Battle of Gods. That, I don't think we're going to. I think they've pretty much made it straightforward that we're going to just be recreating it to the closest to what Toriyama wanted. I think it would be nice if they threw it in at the beginning, you know, when Goku goes Super Saiyan 3. But I don't think they're going to do that, unfortunately. I think they're just going to keep it the same. Like I said, moving forward, it doesn't really matter too much because it's not ever going to be canon. But I do think it would be a nice node that this is his quote-unquote most updated and they're updating everything. I think it would be nice if they did it. If they did include Super Saiyan 4. Oh, oh. Go Super Saiyan 4, that'd be so... Okay, I gotcha. I don't think they'll do that. No, I don't think they'll do that with Vegeta. Not at all. Can definitely hope. Can definitely hope. You never know, in all honesty. It really depends on how the Japanese audience, liked Daima. That's really all that matters. You're good. Took meds. Eating market tonkatsu ramen. I don't know if ramen's the healthiest thing for you, but if you're ever sick, I suppose technically salt is healthy when you're sick. All heating up. Got you. Oh, it sounds good. Sounds like it'd be great, actually. So with Whis, I'm not really sure we should actually... I mean, technically speaking, I don't know if it's like the wisest decision to always go full dodge. Because you gotta... Some units are just like... Whis already basically freaking has constant dodging. Like, seriously. Bro's just... He's got 70% dodge right here. 80% of Beerus on rotation. 85 once he dodges one attack. 90 if he dodges 2 times. Oh, and if you're fighting a Realm of Gods ally, he'd be at 100% if he dodges 2 times. So he just has so much dodge that unless you're me or Celtic, you're probably going to dodge 100% of the time. You might actually be better off giving Whis technically a full additional build. You know, like freaking Bringer having 2 copies of a full additional and full dodge. But yeah. You can technically build Whis both ways, technically speaking. But I think the only time that you should do full additional is if you're only going to run him with the other Beerus. If you're only running him with the other Beerus, then you can go actually full additional. I think you'd be fine. But otherwise, you can just treat him like he's just a full dodge support unit. Because that 70% off rotational support is crazy, actually. You want to actually keep him on rotation if you can. But yeah, just for the sake of argument, I'd say he's still just a full dodge unit. I think the only thing I ever hate is when they make these units and they don't actually make the typing correct for what they are. It always bothers the crap out of me when they have like a unit that's a full dodge or a full additional unit, but they don't need any bloody crit, but they're an STR type. Like, this drives me up a wall that they do this. Absolutely drives me up a wall. It's just like, you guys know that the typing is opposite of what they need, right? Just kills me. Absolutely kills me. These devs know. They frickin' know. They know dang well. Yeah, it's full Whis. Plain and simple. saved $15 and only paid $5 for the market side ramen. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good prices. Seriously, bro's just pitching us crazy good freaking food here. I have a question. When do you think AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku will be back on a banner or as a future? Probably not till they're able to Super Easy A, which will not be for a good long while. Considering they skipped the Super Easy A's for... They skipped the Super Easy A's for other units that I was all but certain they were going to Super Easy A, and I still honestly am so confused as to why they chose not to do this. I honestly am so confused. They should have Super Easy A'd these two units during the 11th anniversary. They should have. I don't know why they chose not to. They just straight up skipped it. It should have happened. There was almost no reason not to. So, to answer the question of when we could get STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta back, STR and AGL, it's not going to be for a good long while. Like, those units are just straight up gone. Unless they pop up in the shop, like, as part of, like, the treasures. Like, unless they pop up on, like, one of these treasures for, like, Redstone or Bluestone or something like that. Then, oh, yeah, they're actually right there. So, I mean, you can technically grab one of them right now. Actually, you could probably grab two of them. That's a lot of money, though. That's, like, a lot of money to grab them. But other than that, I don't think they're ever gonna, like, pop up in a banner anytime soon. Yeah, I don't think they'll pop up on a banner anytime soon. They'll probably pop up in the shop for these Dragon Stones that they want you to buy. But I don't think that they're going to pop up on banners anytime soon whatsoever. Because they're just not usable. They're just straight up not. You can use them in Ultimate Clash, maybe. Or if they get boosted. If they ever get a boost, they might appear on a banner. Or like an LR summon banner. So like a yellow coin banner. That could happen. But it would probably only be during anniversary or something. So... You're gonna have to wait till at least January, February of next year, at best. At best. But yeah. Is it worth... Is it worth the what? To frame up the free-to-play? What is frame up? Farm up. That's a #1 rule for me. Dead serious. That's a #1 rule I have. If I had to make a guide for Dokkan tomorrow, one of the #1 thing I'm going to tell every single player that starts playing freaking Dokkan is to farm and grind all of the free-to-play units. That's the first thing you do. You don't summon for the new banner. I mean, if you're hyped for the new banner, I get it. But That's the first big thing that you really do on your grind. You don't go to fight the new hardest red zone fight. You don't go do the hardest difficulty thing. You play through the story mode. You summon a little bit to have some units. You farm up the free-to-play units in the game that you can, and you keep doing that. You always grind up the free-to-play units. Always. Every single time. There's a new free-to-play unit, go grind it up. That's what you should be doing every single time. How much Dragonstone should you save up? Dragonstones? Depends on the player. For somebody like me, when it comes... So let me rephrase it for you. When you go to summon for a banner... When you go to summon on a banner, the first thought process you should have is that, first of all, for what unit you're going to go for. There's always 2 banners every time there's a new summon. So you have to pick. So pick which one you want. After you've chosen which one undoubtedly you're going to want and summon for, you need to have the thought process that you're only going to get one of them. In the instance of Beerus and Goku, for a majority of players, they should just go for God Goku if they had to honestly summon. Like, I don't suggest summoning on Goku or Beerus. Like, they're very poor banners. You should not be doing it. Anytime you go to summon on a banner, regardless of if you should or not, you should always have 1,000 stones for that banner. Almost every time, there should be just... The RNG should be just complacent enough that with 1,000 Dragon Stones, you should almost be guaranteed a 55%. Almost guaranteed a 55%. The only reason I say that is because in my instance... Of course, mine is a very particular one where I own every freaking unit in the dang bloody game at this point. Every single one. Except for the AGL Arale, which still bugs the living crap out of me. Just about every SSR that pops up is just coins for me. So every time I look at a summon on one summon is not 10 coins for me. It's 13 to 16 coins for me. So once you go through 10 summons, you should almost have enough pity coins to pity a unit, at the very least, to get a 55% copy with 1,000. For players that don't have all of the SSRs rainbowed like I do, you're probably looking closer to 1,500 coins, or 1,500 stones for one banner. So if you're kind of a seasoned player and you have tons and tons of rainbowed basic units, then you can probably assume that you only need about roughly 1,000 to 1,200 stones to actually get one copy guaranteed of a new unit off a banner. But if you're not and you're new, then probably looking closer at 1,500 to guaranteed get a 55%. RNG is RNG. I've gotten units after like 200 stones. It's just sometimes RNGesus is cruel. So, well, yeah, when you think of a new banner and you want to summon, if you really want to like put a marker on how many stones you should save for a banner, it's 1,500 per banner, per unit that you want specifically. In my opinion. I have to throw the in my opinion thing because some people just don't get. Really just need to make another cut out of that. Waste so much time doing that every single time. I wouldn't go that far. It's not that. That's extravagant. If you do all of the, if you log in every single day, you do all of the fresh events, you should roughly get around 200 to 300 stones a month. You can probably get more than that if you actually buy the monthly pack. If you actually buy the monthly pack every month, which is $10, then you can probably get a lot more. I mean, I think you get an extra 100 stones out of that. The daily capsule is actually worth it. It's an extra 95 stones a month, 95 specifically. But yeah, every month, so 200 to 300 stones, 12 months in a year, to about 250. So let's just say you get 250 stones per month. 250, 500, 250, 500, 4. So in about 5 months, you can have 1,500 stones. If you literally saved every single stone you had for the entire year, then you would have almost 3,000 stones, if not more. You'd probably have a lot more. I'd say you'd probably have, on average, of maybe probably closer to like 4,000 plus stones for the full year. But you got to log in every day and you got to do as much as you can. Oh hey, the stuff's about to drop. It's literally about to drop. It's gonna drop. It's gonna do it. It's like 1 minute until it drops. Why didn't it drop? There it is. I was just hovering on it. Did I really have to come over to the screen? Oh, I have to do this Easy A for the Whis. Okay. That's going to be the real grind. Because he's a sub Easy A. Woo, that was close. That was super close. Okay. What's the weakness for this stage? Power of Wishes? What a weakness. What a weakness. Wait a minute, is there a special mission to get his Easy A stuff? Because usually they'll do that, but sometimes they'll do that. Nope, never mind. They will not. That's rude. Well, the long grind begins. Power of Wishes. URLR. There's a leader. We actually already have a leader. Honestly, we should just stomp the crap out of this, like no problem whatsoever. Yeah, we'll probably just stomp the crap out of it. Just throw it on auto and be good. Don't even need to have a cohesive team in all given honesty. I was about to say, that was a long blank screen. Okay. Technically, the Whis build is done. Oh, there is missions. Wow. They just give that to you? What the fun? Holy crap sticks. Yo. That is so generous. That's insane. Wow. Okay. Dang. Dang. Wow. Thanks, Frosty. I was about to waste so much stamina and time if you did not say that, bro. I was gonna waste so much time doing that. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for speaking, bro. Holy crap. Oh my god. That would have been so much time and stamina, I would have screamed. I was about to cry on the grind myself. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Frosty. Everyone, if you're watching, dude, just go to level 31. Just go to 31. Have 6 power of wishes and beat it within 1 minute. Within 1 minute, huh? Okay. Okay, that's a little different. That's a little different. That's a little different. Hold on. Can we do like Realm of Gods? Yeah, we can. Actually, what am I doing? Shouldn't be a problem. Literally just use Rose Team. Literally just use Rose Team. If this wasn't the perfect setup, I honestly don't know what is the perfect setup. Literally got all 3 STR Roses on a physical fight. Wow. Like, if we don't finish this in 1 minute, I'm gonna be depressed. We're gonna waste the whole minute watching Beerus super attack us. And then we proceed to one-tap him. Dang. 46 seconds. I argue it shouldn't have even taken 46 seconds. It's just because he freaking super attacked us right at the beginning. Okay, cool. That's done. Cool. Oh my god, thank you so much. Holy crap, that saved so much time and sanity. Okay. This is the real difficult part right here. This is the actual difficulty thing. Super easy A. This is the actual difficult thing. Legendary power, legendary existence. You don't say. Okay. Does it automatically? No, it doesn't. Legendary. Existence. LR. Leader. There's only one. Hold on. Never mind. We're gonna just flatten this. I was like, this could be a little bit challenging. This could be a little challenging, and then I was like, nah, we'll just Ultra Instinct this guy, and we'll be perfectly fine. Okay, let's float him off. Forget that. It ain't that serious. Or maybe it is that serious. It might actually be that serious. Let's see how serious it is. Wow, that actually did a good amount of damage. I still feel like I should have thrown Vegeta in there. Vegeta might have done more damage. Yeah, because Goku's not critting. Yeah, we probably should have thrown Vegeta in front. That would have been better. Alright, dude. Well, maybe he'll do enough as long as he crits. He should technically do... Yep. I should have just thrown him right in front. I should have just thrown him right in front. 5 missions all at once. Well, there goes all the missions there. I don't even know what the conditions were. What were the conditions? The condition was 4 Earthbred fighters, 3 of which are Extreme Z Awakened, and then within 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, well, we easily did the 4 minutes and 30 seconds. that part was easy. So yeah. So just rog the crap out of it. Just rog the crap out of it. Dang, yeah, super easy. Should you go more? Should you go for damage? He doesn't do that good of damage, right? I don't think he does that good of damage. Technically speaking, you might want to go damage with the Beerus Whis, just because they heal more based on how much more damage they'll do. So it might actually behoove you to do that. But if they don't do that much damage in general, then it might not matter. I still think their defense is possibly way too weak to not give them defense orbs. Yeah, I think he only does about he only does around 50 to 40 million at max. Like, he's not doing insane levels of damage. Wait, we actually didn't kill? Oh, this is turn 1. God, Joe. Hopefully we one-shot, but we'll see what happens. I gotta check to see how many we need. This is already like the 3rd or 4th run, so we might be okay. Yeah, and we got the missions. Yeah, I gotta go check and see how many medals we got, so I'm not paying that much attention to it. Oh, we won? Cool. Alright, how many do we have? We have 27. We have 27. And we need 45. Or 30. Numbers. We need 30. Do we need to... Wait. We already collected the mission, so yeah, we gotta do it one more time. I was about to say, if I didn't collect it already... STR Goku UI worth it? Not really. Worth it to what? I mean, he's just there to pop off the legendary power link, that's it. It's the only reason Bro exists on the team at the moment. This is not a serious fight. We're literally... Bro is literally just here to be a link. He is literally a link in the chain, that is it. That is all. He has no other gift and purpose. Alright, and that should be it. Yep, all 30. We're good. Passive skill boosted! Yeah, he's a really hard, tough sell to say on either additional or dodge. Let's go Awaken or Easy A Whis real quick. Let's test him out a little. Arguably, I don't need to give Whis any freaking SA because, well, he's not really going to do anything. We have 46 of these Whis, huh? Alright, I'm gonna pop 40 of these SR Whis. I'm gonna see if I get anything out of it. Yo, we got 3 levels out of 40 of them. Nice. Let's go like 10. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll probably give us 2. This is what I mean when I have the worst freaking luck in this game, and I'm not even kidding. 10 freaking Sleepy Kais and I didn't get a single Link level. 40 physical SR Whis and I got 3 levels though. Madness. Madness, I tell you. Okay. So, the new best possible team you can freaking make for Realm of Gods. That's not true. It's not going to be the best possible. That's exaggerating. I could throw Chompa onto the team, but I'm going to stick with these just because I just want to, like, just go in there. Hold on. Let me collect these Petin battles. What's the difference between the training ground in the game? The training ground? What do you mean, what's the difference between them? They give you different multipliers and success rates. One sec. We have so many silver, we need to just, like, burn through some of these suckers. Unfortunately, I don't have that many... Oh, wait, there's one. There's one. Boom, boom, boom. I don't really have... It's not really any GT ones. Alright, that's fine. We'll just use the excess ones. That's fine. Silver. Use 2 Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball. That works. Okay. So yeah, when you're actually, like, using the training grounds... Words. Use Master Roshi as an example here. The training locations give you more experience, essentially. That's all they do. They just give you more experience. They cost more to take up, but they also give you more experience. So according to how 10k XP, 20 XP, 30k. Big success means you have a higher multiplier of levels going up. Great success. This is a guaranteed great success. 99% of people that level up their units, like, haphazardly, like I do, like that, they just use the gravity chamber. That's it. They just use gravity chamber every single time. Then there's these higher ones up here. These ones actually aren't even really worth it. It's really irritating. It says it guarantees all this extra, but every time I use this, it still doesn't even guarantee I like fully level up an LR, which, you know, that's just me nitpicking, but nobody really uses the Supreme Kai planet, or at least I don't see any reason to. You'll get a higher level of, like, you'll get more actual experience using the guaranteed super success from the gravity chamber than you will from the Supreme Kai planet, just because it's 50,000 XP per training item. But I guess if you pick and choose every single one of your, like, items to actually level up, then it would be different. But yeah, a lot of the time for units, whatever the typing is, I'll use all of my turtle shells, like my platinum turtle shells. And then if I ever need more experience, I'll use the Z swords, and then I'll go between each types and use each of the Z swords then. Because when you look at the training items, it says gain extra 20,000 XP per training item or training partner specifically. So that means for every training item you use, you'll just get more experience for using it. So that's the way you kind of want to treat it. And that's where you should be burning up your Zenny as well, is you should just be going over here and grabbing gravity chambers from the Zenny shop and Baba's shop. That's what you should be grabbing, is gravity chambers. The 150G, of course. There's nothing wrong with the 50G. You can use the 50G too, of course. But yeah, I personally prefer just using gravity chamber every single time, and then grabbing these as you need them. These are infinite, so just gotta grind up Zenny. Yeah, I know. I'm usually maxed out quite often. I gotta burn a lot of them, but for people that don't, you know, you just grind up easy A areas, get infinite amounts of money. You should be good. At a certain point, you really do hit like where you just have infinite Zenny almost, it feels. At a certain point, you just basically have infinite Zenny. Yeah, like I'm already maxed out on these shells again. God dang it. This is my point. This is what Bringer was saying right here. You just get maxed out on these. I can't even accept them. I'm like, all right, my capacity has reached its limit. Don't get me started on how easy it is to grind up freaking Zenny. Oh my god. The amount of Zenny. I don't even bother, man. Like, ugh. Zenny isn't even an issue anymore. Alright, anyways. Now that's all taken care of. Go do a couple fights. You know, I know they updated the whole, I know they updated the team system, but I feel like it needs another update. Like, legitimately, I feel like it needs another update. Nah, bro, give me Beerus. Give me my Beerus. Freaking game. Sometimes your best friend is yourself. Alright, so we got STR Whis on the first one. Okay. Beerus Whis. Let's test him out slot 1. I want to test him out slot 1. Let's test out that dodge. Let's see here. He has 50%. He's got 50% damage reduction. Whenever HP is 90% or more at the start of the turn, damage reduction rate of 20%. So right now he has 70% damage reduction and guard. With chance, okay. You know, let's not put him slot 1 for right now. I think next turn we'll put him slot 1. Yeah, next turn we will put him slot 1. I just want to see how much damage he does not being next to Beerus. That's what I want to see. I want to see just how much damage he does. We also actually are supporting heavily right now with Ulman Goku. So he might still look pretty decently, even without any links. Good tea. Okay, Goku, please stop attacking. I just want to see what Whis can do. I just want to see what Beerus Whis can do. I just want to see what he can do, bro. Just let him do something. Okay. 45, huh? Dang, okay. 45 mil, not bad, not too shabby. No crit, though. Only 27. That's unfortunate. Huh. Yeah, that's unfortunate right there. So let me go take a look at his kit real quick. Let me see here. 50% crit chance. We didn't get any crit right there, so that's 50% dodge. An additional attack is a 70% chance of being a super attack, so that was our normal. Where did the additional... if HP is 80% or less when attacking. So that second super attack was actually just our hidden potential going off. That's unfortunate. We only get the actual additional super if HP is 80% or less. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that makes his defense very much unreliable then. Yeah, that makes his defense a lot less reliable. All right. You got confused with the Ultra Instinct EX Super. I'm not sure what you're confused about on him when he EX super attacks. The only thing that happens when he EX super attacks is that he auto dodges. That's it. Yeah, he greatly raises his own attack and defense off rotation for one turn. It's not allies. It's just himself. So for this turn and the next turn, he'll be buffed by that greatly raise right there. I mean, he does the no matter what, so it's irrelevant. But yeah, the only thing the EX Super does is make sure that he actually, that he auto dodges after attacking for the turn. As far as buffing allies, pretty sure that is just when he's 18 or more key, yeah. Yeah, that's just for him being at 18 key. That's it. It's just 18 key. So you don't need to worry about that. Can I pair Super Saiyan God Goku HO with the Gamma 2 UR that switches to Piccolo? I mean, I wouldn't, but I mean, to each their own, I guess. I wouldn't. No, it's not the team. No, it's not the team. No, his passive supports on rotation for Realm of God superclass allies. But yeah, no. AGL God Goku, he should be on a full Realm of Gods or a full Saiyan hybrid Saiyan team. You putting him on a team that doesn't have anything else other than full Realm of Gods or hybrids and so forth, you're taking away the dodge. You're actually taking it away anyways. See, technically I shouldn't even be having him on the team because of this right here. Because it's pure Saiyan or hybrid Saiyan ally on the team. He's lost I mean, he's got all of his 300% attack and defense right there, but he's losing so much dodge right there, and it's only before attacking, and that's the only time he's really safe. But on this team specifically, because it at least counts himself, he does have the 300% attack and defense, but this AGL God Goku right now, he only has 1, 2, 3. He only has a 30% chance to dodge before attacking. That's it. So he's basically just a revive stick right now. That's pretty much all he is to me. He's just a revive stick because he doesn't have anything else. He's only got 30% damage reduction, which is pretty weak. Correction, he has 50% chance to dodge before attacking. Only 50% right now. So yeah, he's pretty weak when you don't have him on a full Pure Saiyan or mix of Pure Saiyan and Hybrid Saiyan, in my opinion. I really don't like the God Goku. I know everybody else likes him, but I just threw him on to throw him on. Anyways, so Whis, not a lot of defense right there. I did not fully link level him. That was a mistake. I need to keep link leveling. I really threw link leveling to the side as soon as those Whis equips dropped. After the enemy launches a super attack. So the only thing that sucks about this Whis right here is this ability right here. After the enemy launches a super attack. So you can throw him in slot 1 and be perfectly safe for the turn. Literally perfectly safe. He 100% dodges one time only. The part that sucks is that you can either waste this like turn 1 or you can just waste it right away. Or you could potentially save that auto dodge for later. Right now, we're just going to go ahead and do this. It's fine. It is what it is. I just want to see how much of a crazy buff this is to Beerus. That's what I really want to see right now. Yeah, he should be auto-dodging right now. He truly is a Whis angel. 38. Why did... Huh. What a weird number. 38 mil. He just did 369. He actually did 100 mil. Holy crap. I did not expect him to out-damage the LR. He actually out-damaged the LR. I am in shock. The sub-EZA out-damaged the LR. That's disturbing. Okay. It's turn 1. It's turn 1. It's turn 1. Let's with the buff from this STR Whis and having the new Int Beerus next to the LR Beerus Whis, the difference should show. It should show a lot. It should show much more now. That was crazy though. Yeah, I don't really care too much for revive units, personally. I used to like revive units, but after a while, when you've used revive units, they're just kind of cool. Wow, we actually... See, that's my dodge luck right there, boys, ladies and gentlemen. That's my dodge luck right there. That's my dodge luck right there. I'm telling you, that's my dodge luck right there. This is why I can't have fun with the Realm of Gods, because my dodge luck is just so bad. It is just so bad. Like, I cannot express how bad my dodge luck is. I really cannot express how bad it is. It is just so bad. I cannot express how bad my dodge luck is. This is why. Like, Celtic says his dodge luck is bad. No, bro. No. My dodge luck is bad. My dodge luck is bad. My rotations are terrible too. Like, look at this crap. Holy crap sticks. Both of the leaders on the same rotation. Gosh. That's so painful. That's so painful. I've heard memes and jokes about how bad the power creep is in Legends. Dokkan didn't used to be that bad. Power creep in Dokkan did not used to happen, like, immediately, like it has now as of recently. Basically, every single year, or every 3 to 6 months, the power creep goes up. That's been the chain of events since basically 9th anniversary. Basically, as soon as they started talking about the sync and 10th anniversary and then moving into 11th, like, it just, all of a sudden the power creep started just going up exponentially. Every several months, like 3 to 6 months, it just would jump up little by little by little. It used to be pretty, like, solid, in all honesty, but that's because we didn't have as many events. Now we just have 10 billion different events and everything, and they just have no idea what they're doing. So power creep, quote-unquote, is just more like they have so many different avenues of play that it's hard to define what power creep really is anymore. You could say it's a unit got power creep, but it's very possible they just are better in different types of events. So don't worry, Beerus will dodge. Yeah, I told you he would dodge. Beerus also counters, so. Like I said, Beerus would dodge. I love Beerus. Beerus-sama is the best. Beerus loves me. Goku hates me. That's just how that works right there. It's literally what you just witnessed. Hard part is going to be surviving the next turn. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I guess I could, I mean... No, because I really want to keep them on rotation, because I want to get these, rotations locked down. This is the only thing that's, it's the only thing that bothers me. It's the only thing that bothers me about these two new units is, like, they feel like they are perfectly made to be thrown onto the Realm of Gods team. They're perfectly there to just be a part of Beerus. The problem is that they want to stay on rotation. But I'm also trying to, like, kind of force them into slot 1 and slot 2, which is, there's nothing wrong with that per se. Did he just not dodge? See, this is what I'm saying, Bringer. This is what I'm saying, folks. Goku does not dodge for me. He dodges for everybody else. He dodges for everybody else but me. This is what happens behind the camera. This is what happens every single time I'm trying to freaking test out units for a day or two. Is like, I'm struggling through this. I'm struggling through the immensely painful RNG that is my life. And there it is. See, didn't even dodge the normal, but that's okay because we got the revive with the HEL God Goku. And then the next time he appears, he'll just have basically auto dodge. Yeah, he'll have auto dodge before attacking anyways. Okay. God dang. Some would say that my my poor luck paid off right there. Some would say that. Some are crazy. You know what? Why not? Hold on a sec. I always have these on, like, skip skills and animation brightness all, like, freaking lower just to save my battery while I'm grinding on the road. I'm putting a lot of faith in this Whis. 100% dodge chance. Dang, 45? I know it's on Beerus active. Dang. Bro just casually did like 130 million damage. And it's just auto dodging every. And Beerus hitting 80 mil on his first? It's just a casual 160 million. Unfortunately, we did not get a triple, but wow, the boost from Whis is crazy. Dang. I mean, that was an active turn, I mind you. But still, that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. It's a good thing that this is an auto dodge. This is just pretty much an auto dodge Ultra Instinct turn. But wait, it's not over. Okay, so it's turn 5, and these guys have lost any amount of damage reduction that they could have had. They might... I haven't been paying attention to them, unfortunately, so I don't even... They should have the 40% now because it's at start of turn. Oh, it's at end of turn. Oh, that's worse. And there's no way to really track that other than you just paying the heck attention, too. Man. Okay. Yeah, because they don't have the when attacking 50% damage reduction or extra dodge chance. Now they just have 50% chance to dodge. 60 with Beerus. 1.5 million star turn defense. Let's go ahead and activate this Whis since we apparently have full links going off. I love to see max damage. 3.4 million start of turn defense, huh? Okay. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's see how crazy Beerus is. No. Counter. Double digits. He double digit tanked it. That's my boy. Oh, screw you, Goku. Wow. Ooh. Still only got a double, though. Still only got a double, though. That's the annoying part for me. We still only got a double out of that STR Whis, yeah. I mean, honestly, that was pretty clean. You know, other than the fact of Goku not wanting to freaking dodge. Not terrible. Not terrible. Beerus looks so much better now. He looks insanely better now. Holy crap sticks. So Whis here is crazy. Like, bro is nuts. I don't even have him fully link leveled, and he was dishing out 40, 30, like, triple supers. How is he? What has he got in here? He's got his initial. He's got a free additional with Beerus in the same attacking turn. And after the enemy launches in a super attack at him, he gets another additional super attack for 2 appearances for 4 turns. So that's where the triple was coming from. Wow. So he's just casually hitting up to potentially 100 million plus damage. And he's supposed to be just a supportive freaking dodge tank. That's insanely impressive. This dude I am extremely unimpressed with right now. Like, other than the active turn, like, his damage didn't even hit 100 million from a double super. Like, it did not hit 100 million. It was, like, barely right under it. It was right under the 100 mil. Which is, unfortunately, like, my threshold point. Like, It's just because of this. It's this stupid HP threshold. If HP is 80% or less when attacking, you want to be below 80%. How are you supposed to be below 80% HP when you're literally recovering 15 and 25% of your health almost every single time he's super attacking? How are you supposed to be below 80% HP? How are you supposed to be below that? That doesn't even make any sense. Is that why they made him so defensively weak? So that you could fall below it randomly? That's just funny. No, bro needs additional. For the first turn, as long as you don't get absolutely smacked by a super, which you shouldn't because you should have Fizz Omen, STR Whis. Those are just free turns in general. Like, you should just be able to dodge the supers. So by his second appearance, he should have 70% damage reduction and guard. And have 70-80% dodge chance as long as he's with the Int Beerus. And then he actually has Scouter after those 4 turns. So yeah, he shouldn't need to actually have full dodge. The only reason you go full dodge with this guy is if you're not running Beerus. If you're not running Beerus, then you shouldn't run this guy. Essentially, that's basically what it's come down to. Is this guy has to be run with the new Beerus. If you don't have him, then you're probably gonna have a rough time. Would Tech Beerus be good? No, unfortunately, no. He's aged out too hard. Sad to say. He has unfortunately aged out. That extra 10% damage reduction does not go far enough, sadly. Actually, I don't need those ones, that's fine. I don't really need to try out other areas, but I suppose I can. I pretty much have a good idea of how they run now. Yeah, no, unfortunately this Beerus just isn't good enough anymore. He looks like he should be on paper because he has guard and up to 60% damage reduction. But that's only if your HP's above 60. The only time he's even quote-unquote safe now is with the new Beerus on the same rotation with him, which he can't link with him, so you're just having a rotation with no links going off, which just sucks. And in all honesty, he doesn't have a very high threshold of defense, and that's the problem. Like, in today's content, even with 60% damage reduction in guard, your defense needs to be eclipsing, like 2 to 3 million. If I remember right, this guy didn't even hit 2 million. I think he's, like, somewhere in the, 1 to 1.5 million range of defense at best. With all the off-rotational support, maybe, but he's basically just a floater on a Beerus team, and the only reason that is so that you get the extra 10% damage reduction. So basically, if you want to run Tech Beerus, you have to use this Beerus, and you have to hope that all the support on the team is enough to attempt to use him. Which is pretty rough. It's pretty rough. I really don't like using this guy. Anyways. Should be fine. I forgot to turn off the skip animations again. Man, this is the second time in a row. Second time in a row, they were just like, hey, let's just put Joe's leaders on the same bloody rotation. Why not? So yeah, unfortunately, I do think the Beerus Whis is unfortunately a floater. I think that's just the way he needs to be. I think Beerus Whis is just straight up a floater, unfortunately. I wanted an excuse to have a good enough amount of support to have Beerus in slot 1, because slot 1, Beerus does have potential, but he has to have his additionals going off, he has to have all this and that, and it's just really rough in a lot of occasions. But it's fine. This works out for a majority of players. This is how they want to do it. Ideally, the way that everybody wants to run... this is the way everybody wants to run the new Beers. They want to have one rotation where they have Omen UI, Omen UI Evo, whatever you want to call him. I like how they just restart his freaking intro. Just restarted his intro. And then they're gonna... And then Beerus and Whis on one rotation. And then floating LR, Beerus and Whis. But if you float LR, Beerus and Whis, then they're not actually getting that extra 10% dodge. So that might be a little rough. Yeah, I still think, regardless, the LR STR Whis, the LR Beerus Whis, you really do just want to make sure you're running double Beerus. This STR Whis right here, he's perfectly fine. He can go on the team. This is a prime example of why he needs to just be slot 1, though. I wouldn't say they messed it up. I think this is what they intended him to be. Is just kind of like a supportive-esque unit. That's kind of what he's always been. He's always been like a healer-esque unit. It's just that we don't really have a need for healers anymore. I like how he says, so much for our long-lasting peace when everything was going crazy up until then. No, I'm not saying they messed it up. I think they did it perfectly fine to a degree. Super Easy A's are hit and miss. Like, sometimes they're broken, sometimes they're just good. In this case, I think he's just good. He's not crazy, he's not amazing, but he's not bad. It's not a bad Super Easy A. There's bad Super Easy A's, in my opinion, was the freaking full power Frieza. I hated that Super Easy A. Absolutely hated it. But this is fine. He has Scouter. He has Scouter after the 5th turn, so in all honesty, it's fine to float him, because he's going to show up 2 times anyways. He's going to freaking heal up at the end of the turn anyway, so you're going to get this extra damage reduction because its HP is 90% at the end of the turn. So if you did fall below in the time frame that he is being floated off, you're going to get his additional too, which is good because it's good for him defensively, damage, and healing. So yes, I do think he is meant to float. He's meant to float into support. He's meant to be slightly tanky enough. He's meant to support with the critical here when you're fighting extreme class enemy, foreseeing enemy super. Yeah, he's just a straight up floating pseudo tank, floating support pseudo tank. Yeah, no. He is meant to. He's meant to float. He's meant to float. Okay. Alright. For those that are new, I'm on baby duty now, which means that at any second, if the boy awakens, that means the stream ends. So. It's still probably going to end in an hour anyways, so. Yeah, stream's gonna be pretty much ended in an hour, roughly, if not less. It just depends. I need to get ready for work tomorrow too. But I wanted to test out Beerus and the Beerus Whis and the Whis unit before, just for this stream. I want to go through all their kit and everything. We'll go through all of that within this last hour. Hey, Dark Link, what's up, bro? So long, our lasting peace. Oh yes, because Boo's revival era was so peaceful. Exactly. It's because he thought Elder Kai thought peace would last after Majin Boo's defeat via Kid Buu. Yeah, for what? Like a year or two? 2 years of peace. If he awakens, it'll be the end of your peaceful moments. Yeah, pretty much, Darklink. You're not wrong. But I love my son, so. Is it running? Okay. So, I'm not entirely sure why that decided to crash. That is literally the first time. I'm pretty confident you're the only, is it running or... I'm pretty sure you three are, like, the only people here, so... Pretty confident on that one. So yeah, Whis is an interesting one. I'm definitely still, I have to reiterate, I am much more impressed with the normal EZA STR Whis with the TUR. I am much more impressed with him. I think I'm just more impressed with him because with Beerus, he just seems absolutely crazy. For an easy A, it's just crazy to me. Like, he's just damaging, he's supporting, he's just doing so much. I'm gonna test this again. We're gonna test this again. I don't know how well it's gonna go, but we're gonna test it again. I don't know how well it's gonna go. We're gonna test it again. He technically has 80% dodge chance. 85, 90, 95, 100% dodge chance now. $40 mil. 40 mil. $120 mil in total. If he had hidden potential supered, that Whis would have done 160. That's crazy. Yeah. So naturally, the STR Whis has 70% chance to dodge. So with Int Beerus, he has 80% chance to dodge. And every time he dodges an attack, he gets 5%. If we were fighting in a realm of God's enemy, he would have another 10% dodge, and he would just start out at 90% dodge chance with Beerus on rotation. And then he'd only have to dodge 2 times to have 100% chance to dodge. I am still relatively unimpressed by the LR, though. The LR is just support. And when he gets that triple, that's when he's looking good. When he gets the triple, he looks just right. But unless he gets that triple, if he only does a double, I'm not there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And yes, everybody can call me crazy, but I just view AGL God Goku as a freaking... He's a slot 3 dodge. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm sorry, Blazer. My bad. I think I missed your, The sooner Xenoverse 2's last DLC drops, the sooner we can expect more Xenoverse 3 previews. Honestly, I hope not. I don't want more previews. I'm tired of trailers. I'm tired of companies feeding me all this freaking crap like a year before the game comes out. Like, no, bro, just don't. No. The only thing I want to know 100% on any type of previews is what races and the customization and the transformations. That's it. That's all I want to know. I just want to see how much I can customize my character. Other than that, I want everything else a mystery. Literally everything else a mystery. Until, like, the month of or the month before. Like, I'm just tired of getting spoiled. I'm tired of being spoiled on freaking previews and everything. Ugh. Keep using Tech Super Saiyan because, oh goodness, the Dark Link and his madness. If we don't get Super Saiyan 4 in Xenoverse 3, then it's a 4 out of 10 game for me. Honestly, It's a 4 out of 10. That's just dropping the ball at that point. Okay. Easy turn. Oh, Oh, 100% Dark Link. I want my giant gorilla hands. We need to literally, and I quote, throw hands. We need to throw hands. 100%, man. Yeah. 47. Okay. We don't even have all our links leveled up. We're only like level 4 or 5. His damage could be up into the 50 mil. His damage could easily be into the 50 mil range. Now we need to storm the HQ, bro. We need to storm the HQ if there's no Daima transformation. Just storm it. It's just Beerus-sama, okay? I was blessed by the Destroyer God and his angel to actually have dodge luck as long as they are present. The problem is, Goku still doesn't dodge. That's the problem. Unless Whis and Beerus are present, Goku doesn't dodge. That's just how it is. Nobody else dodges. It is just the supreme deities themselves that will dodge. Just as it so should be. Oh, this is gonna be the damage. Where's his health? Bro, what? Where's his freaking health? Where's his health? I don't see it. Where's his health? What? Bro literally said I didn't hear no bell. What the fun is that? Bruh. Nah, you're getting pressed in by a Destroyer God for that. He said, I ain't hear no bell. That is ridiculous. Oh my god. You're done. You're no Super Saiyan God, though. Odd. Watch anything new? No, not really, unfortunately. I don't really have time for TV shows. The most recent thing I watched was, Hajime no Ippo. I don't know if you've heard of Hajime no Ippo. You could have, you might not have. Hard to say. I didn't watch the whole thing. I think I stopped specifically. Like when the original series ended before they went on to the new animation. That's when I stopped. It's mostly just because I haven't had any time to go back. It also left it on like a really good ending point, so I didn't really feel the need per se to continue it. I love Hajime no Ippo. I really do. I really do. I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. I'm honestly a little bit mad at myself for not watching it sooner, because it is super hype. It is awesome. Or at least I really enjoyed it. It is only the... I think it's only the second sports anime I've ever watched. Yeah, I think it's only the second sports anime I ever watched. I need to watch some older sports animes, because oddly enough, sports animes are actually pretty good. Or at least they seem to be. Missed out on the second half of Yashaheim. I still haven't started that. You still gotta keep watching Trigun. I honestly almost forgot I recommended that to you. Yeah, you definitely need to keep watching Trigun. Trigun's great. I love Trigun. Once again, for people that don't know, I freaking... part of my, like, overall visual is partially based off of Trigun. The glasses, specifically. The glasses, specifically. I actually have real glasses that do have an indent on the side of them, like Vash's have. I also didn't know Scooby-Doo was getting another live action. I honestly thought the original was perfect and don't really want to look at any other ones, but I'll have to look that up later. Can't really go too wrong with Scooby-Doo, right? I really wanted this Beerus to be a slot freaking 2 unit or slot 1. I really did. I did not want the LR to be a freaking floater, but he is, unfortunately. That was just me being selfish, though. Don't get me started on why that's still technically a really bad thing. Okay. Let's see here. I don't think they can, actually. Yeah, they legally can't. It would be considered a monopoly right now if they did that. There is competition, but I think Netflix has too big of a stake in it. And they already bought out a crap ton of studios, which already put them on the radar for being attempting a monopoly, which is just straight up literally illegal. But who's to say? The friggin' world's a madhouse now, so nothing's off the table. Uh-oh. Boy bumped his head right in the freaking top of the crib. Okay. So, after doing just those tests and a couple other things, I'm going to show you guys one more thing, which is going to be defense numbers. Now, in the testings, it was pretty obvious that Whis is pretty much dodge or die. There's not really any argument to be had there. STR Whis is just straight up dodge or die. You don't even need to technically see it. But Blood Raven's calculations here, 55%. Wait a minute. What? Wow. That's a number. That's a number? That's 55, right? That's 50. That is 55. Oh. 6 million. What? Every attack evaded, defense 100% within turn. So, bro is literally just stupid? Like, even if Whis just flaunts after he dodges to 100%, like, legitimately, bro just flaunts. He's just gloating on how high his defense can get. Just hilarious. And he's got 40% damage reduction. 40% damage reduction. Okay, Whis. Literally just flaunt. Literally just taunt the enemy. Just taunt the enemy with all that defense. Just taunt them, man. Just taunt them. How can you have that when you're not dodging? Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, because he doesn't really have any defense before attacking. Like, before attacking, he only, like, 3 attacks of it, he's only at 1.2, so yeah. The 40% damage reduction ain't doing crap for him. But after he super attacks, like, 3 million? 40% damage reduction? As long as he doubles, he can tank. He doubles for free. If he triples, he's easily tanking an 8 million super, even if he doesn't frickin' dodge, which would be insane, but you know, it's my luck, so. If he actually quad supers, he's at 6 million defense. I'm gonna be real, like, if for whatever reason in the craziest what-if scenario that you put him into slot 1, he dodged 3 attacks, he quad supered, he got to 6 million defense with a defense orb and having Wheat and Beerus on the rotation. This is even with support. What? That wasn't even with support. What? What is even Whis? What? I don't even understand. I don't even understand. I don't know how I feel about Nicolas Cage with Spider-Man Noir. I really don't. I don't know what to I don't know what to say to that. I really don't. Alright, Blazer. Have a good day and a good night, bro. Hopefully you can charge your phone a little bit. God dang. Good luck, dude. Have a good day. Yeah, Spider-Man Noir. I have nothing against Spider-Man Noir. I have technically nothing against Nicolas Cage. My only problem with Nicolas Cage is that I feel he's getting a little old. And by a little old, I mean bro is actually really old, and you can really hear it when he talks, and it's... Honestly, at this point in his movies, it's starting to get to me. Like, Mrs. Saiyan loves Nicolas Cage movies. And she does because it's kind of cringy a lot of the time, and it's just stupid kind of funny. In a lot of ways, you know, you can't really take it seriously, and she just likes it. She thinks it's funny. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, for whatever reason, in the back of my head, like, every time I hear him speak, I can hear a little bit of slurring in his mouth movement, and it starts bugging me. And it's starting to happen with Keanu Reeves too. It's starting to bug me on some of their movies. Like, it's a stupid thing to nitpick, but I don't know. I just, it makes me take them less seriously, which is rough. But anyways, yeah, this is literally lore accurate Whis, basically. Bro has 40% damage reduction, has all of this crazy amount of defense possibility. Like, it's hard not to say just give him frickin' additional. It's really hard not to say just give him additional. Because even if you don't want to put him in slot 1, even if you don't want to put him in slot 1, he can technically tank really well if he gets that quad super. Mind you, he can only get that quad super if your hidden potential goes off. Yeah, because he guaranteed supers once, obviously. Guaranteed double supers. And the first time that he auto dodges an enemy super attack, I mind you, for 4 turns, he just triple supers for free. Bro literally triple supers for free. But if you get the quad from the hidden potential, if you get the hidden potential freaking 4th super attack to go off, your defense goes up by 1,000,000. By a whole 1,000,000. With 40% damage reduction. Like... like... Let's do a little math here. So, Whis has 40% damage reduction. So, that's 100k. That's 1 million. There's 10 million. According to Blood Raven, you know, if he freaking... if he dodges like 3 times already within the turn, and then he quad supers, he's at 5 million defense. So he's not tanking that, but if he dodges 1 more attack, if he dodges 4 attacks, he's already at 6 million. $6.6, excuse me. Let's just adjust that. 6.6. So it's 6.6 million. He can tank every type, every class. So if you're fighting a super type enemy, he can tank all of them, essentially, at that point, if he quad supers and he dodges 4 times. It's really extra. It's super extra scenario, I mean, he already auto dodges, that's the thing. He already auto dodges. That's the thing about this that's just so funny. It's what doesn't make any sense. His defense just goes higher and higher, but it doesn't matter. Because it's for every attack evaded. So if you were in a dodge canceling event, this would be irrelevant because this wouldn't activate at all because you couldn't dodge. Unless you used STR Blues and made it so you could dodge. But no, that's actually only for them specifically, so that wouldn't work. No, you'd have to use a domain if that was part of it. QI's the only way. Too bad he's not even going to easy A anytime soon. That's so weird. Yeah, no, I still say he's full dodge. Because by the time you hit the 4 attacks dodged, you're already auto dodging. 4 dodges is 20% dodge chance in his passive. And he's already got 70 here, so that's 90% chance to dodge. If you're fighting a Realm of God's enemy, you're at 100. If you have Int Beerus, you are already at 100. It's bro is just crazy. This is Whis. This is literally Whis. It's literally Whis. That's crazy. Now let me look at this fool. Let me see this fool. That's a lot of annoyance. 60% support, turn 1, additional, triple. 1 attack, receive, evaded. What is this 1 attack, receive, evaded? That's not how he works. Isn't it? That's not how he works. Attacking for every attack. Right here, this one. For every attack received or evade. Maybe that's why he felt so skewed when we were using him. That's probably why he felt so skewed. Because every time we got to him, he had either not dodged at all, or... That's a pretty big chunk right there. 1.5 to 2.4? That's a 1 million difference. He'll probably be on the Tanabata banner in the next month. So yeah, next month during Tanabata, I don't technically suggest summoning. But, I mean, next month we are going to get a crazy unit. It's going to be the last bait banner before September for GDC. Yeah, those are some low numbers. I mean, we do foresee enemy super attack. We get up to a potential 40% here, 50% for 4 turns. So the issue I have with Whis is that he's got the 50% damage reduction for 4 turns. So theoretically, turn 1, okay, we have 50% damage reduction. End of that turn, so long as we actually ended it with 90% or more HP, the next time he shows up, he'll have an extra 20, so that puts him at 70%. The unfortunate part here is that because of this is only for 4 turns, that means that that's the max amount of damage reduction he will have at any point in time is 70% damage reduction, and it's only on his second appearance. And that's if he disappeared on his original appearance at 90% or more HP. This means that if you end that turn with 90% or more HP once again, the next time he shows up, he will have that 40% damage reduction. And then he should be able to also foresee enemy super attack as long as he's on the rotation with a movie boss's ally, in other words, Int Beerus. So he's relatively safe. Because he also has guard. That's still not a lot. This is on a triple, too. Like, this is pretty extravagant here to just hit below 3 million defense. That is pretty extravagant. And at 55%, you're never going to get that triple. Never. Never. It's just not going to happen. The triple will not happen. So, 55% users are essentially stuck to 2 million defense, roughly. Third additional. What does this mean right here? Third additional. Oh, if he actually gets the third additional. I see. So this is on the case of if he only double supers, he'd only be at 1.5 and then 1.9. But if he got the triple, he would actually be at 1.7 to 2.2 and then up to 2.3 after he got hit 3 times. Okay. So yeah, he has less than 2 million defense. Wow. Wow. That sucks. That sucks. He has less than 2 million defense on average. I struggled to get him to do 2 supers. It felt like he was not going to do 2 supers. He did He did 2 supers just about every time he popped up, but it was either initial in this one, or I was lucky and it was the hidden potential. I was never below 80% HP that I recall to get to that. Yeah, 40% damage reduction and guard with only 2 million defense. First of all, you're insta-death on a 10 million. Insta-death on a 9. Insta-death on an 8. He can barely tank a 7 million super. But this is 55%. This is 55%. technically fully built up. Yeah, technically fully built up, only being magically being able to get up to 2.4 is really bad. There's just no way. Yeah, 55% is really rough. And even with Int Beerus active, only getting up to like 3.3, that's just terrible. So yeah, 55% is like, you just need to throw in a dodge orb and hope you dodge, because I mean that's the whole point of him having this though. So no matter what, at 55%, he cannot take a super. That's fine, because with this, you just get the heck out of the way. You use your scouter, you get the heck out of the way. That's how you got to use them. You got to use the scouter and get the heck out of the way. Why do we keep saying imp? Okay, so here's the thing. On his second appearance, bro has guard and 70% damage reduction. Okay. So even at 55% on the STR Beerus Whis, at 55%, they can tank a 10 million super on their second appearance, so long as they ended their first turn with 90% or more HP, because they'll have that extra 20% damage reduction along with this. Unless this is applying to only the 50% damage. I have a question I need to ask Proton. I have to ask bro a question, because that is really bad if it's true. This is why I'm not doing the recording right now. He's definitely not going to get back to me tonight. But that is something I have to wonder. I don't think it's true. So, based on the wording, this could be really much worse. So, it says one time only. This is the one time only proc. Damage reduction rate 50%. And chance of evading enemies attack by 20% for 4 turns. The way that you should read this is that it's... all of this is for 4 turns. And that's the way I'm going to assume it is. But for whatever stupid reason in the back of my head, because Dokkan is stupid and it has messed up on a lot of wording, I feel like the damage reduction rate is 50% only one time only. And then the 20% still stays for 4 turns and it can reactivate. But I don't think that's true. I don't think that's how it works. I'm reading in between the arrow. The arrow is throwing me off. I don't think that's how it works. I'm just gonna like quadruple check with with Proton to be 100% sure. A 9,000% sure. I'm pretty sure the whole thing is 4 turns, but yeah. But anyways, so yeah, 70% damage reduction so long as you actually get the 1 stack of this that you'll be able to with the 50%. On his second appearance, the STR Beerus Whis can tank really well. As long as they at least double super. At 55%, that's perfectly fine. I'll take tanking a 2.18. The problem is if you go above 10 million. If you hit the 11 million, okay, 11's not that bad. What about 13? 12? 14? Okay, so yeah, they are pretty bloody safe as long as they actually double super on their second appearance. So first appearance is probably the sketchiest because they have the least amount of damage. They have the least amount of defense. They have no buildup. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it's fine. So yeah, 55%. It's not as bad as I thought it was. So yeah, on paper it looks crap. It looks terrible, and it is terrible. But it's enough to tank normals completely fine. It's just once you get past the 4 turns, you 100% need to utilize the scouter ability of him and dodge and move him out of the way of super attacks. Move him out of the way because he's not tanking. He's not. And he's only got a 50-50 chance of dodging in general. So yeah, 55%, 100% needs to be moved out of the way. Let's see a look at Rainbow. Not that much better. Not at all. Wow, his stats didn't go up almost at all? It's literally a million difference. It's not even a million difference, actually. It's 500k. Is it really only a 500k difference? What the fun? It is literally a 500k difference. How? What? How? How are they getting less than a 500k boost from 55 to Rainbow status? That does not make any sense. No, it's unfortunately pretty accurate. I think this is just one of those instances because of how they because of how it's calculated. I think it's literally that. I think it's just because of how it's calculated. When you actually look at what they have in their kit, it doesn't really matter. The only difference between 55% and 100% stats is literally 2,000. That's it. It's literally like 2.5k. That's literally the difference on their actual defensive stats between 55% to 100% Rainbow. And because the only defense increase they have is here and here, and their little minuscule amount of supportive defense, They do raise defense on additionals, but it's only 30% increase on every additional. Yeah. Wow. Wow. That is the least amount of boost I have seen on the most recent of units. Wow. That is crazy. There's not that big of a difference between... No, it makes sense. It makes sense. When you actually look at everything that's in the kit, it makes sense. It is disturbing how little difference the dupes make. I imagine it'll make a bigger difference on the damage, probably. Mostly just so if you go additional. They're not busted, relax. Yeah, super supportive unit. Very supportive. Wow. Yeah, that's wild to me. Wow. Yeah, it's the way that you should use the unit needs to be, it can't be understated. He legitimately is a cheerleader, yeah. Without Int Beerus, this dude's just not doing much. I don't think he calculated much on Int Beerus, did he? He calculated the active. He did not calculate the support that Beerus gives, though. Maybe he did. He did do 60%. How much is technically he supporting? 30? 80? That's only if it's a Realm of Gods ally. Wow. There is just a ginormous difference there. Wow. Wow. Yeah. This guy is going to perform immensely... This guy's going to perform immensely different fighting a Realm of Gods enemy with Beerus next to him. Immensely different. I don't even want to try him on a non-Beerus team because if his numbers were already not like they weren't like impressing me aggressively because I had Beerus with him the whole time. Beerus was supporting him with 30% defense and attack and defense of 50% right here already as it stood. But he was also giving him another 30% attack and another 50% attack here. That's 80%. There's another 50% right there. So that's 130% attack increase. That's an 80% defense increase. And it's an attack and defense of 100% as well because he's got Whis in the name. So it's 180% increase on defense, and it was a 230% increase on attack. Yeah, and his damage was already like subpar. It was like just right under the radar. Like he has to triple in order for his damage to eclipse 100 million at rainbow status. Wow. Yeah. No, that's... Nah. That's bad. He has to be with Beerus. I don't want to see him without that 230% increase on attack. I don't want to see him without that extra 180% defense. No. No. I'm good, thanks. That's wild. That's wild. He's good, but he has to be with a part. I was just saying this on freaking. I was just saying this on a comment for one of Celtic or Rado's posts and videos. I was just saying this. I was just saying this. I need to go show it. I was just saying this. I was just saying this on one of his posts. I was just saying this. Where is it? Yeah, he was doing a community reaction. Yeah, the game's not dying, blah, 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 blah. It's in its heaviest gacha phase. Yes, 100% of it definitely is. This is my point. Free-to-play units have been good back and forth, but overall the game does not support the free-to-play anymore, as you absolutely need new and big units to partner the free-to-play to even be manageable. Daima as an example. My point with this was that you need partner units 100% of the time now almost. It's not just they just release a good unit anymore. It's not just like, here's a good unit, it's awesome. No, it's here's a good unit and you need this unit to be with all the other units that are coming out alongside it. Otherwise, those units or this unit is just poo-poo doo-doo caca. And this STR Whis Beerus is an example of that. The Dabura is an example of this. The STR Piccolo here is an example of this with Saiyan Saga. Same thing with this, bro. You do not run these two like without each other. It's the same thing with frickin' Middle Finger Shen here, who still decides not to dodge with only a 10% chance not to. You need a full Realm of Gods team in general to even run him. All these crossover, yeah. If, in all honesty, the game is more restricted than it ever has been. Wow. I mean, even this Whis is very good. He's insanely good. In all honesty, you can just float the sucker off on a full Realm of Gods team. I think you'd still be fine. But overall, I feel like this is the main reason you take this Whis. What is he offering if you don't have Beerus attacking in the same turn? What is he offering? 70% dodge, which he already had. He still has this, but you only have the 70% chance to dodge. So the first attack, you still have a 30% chance to get hit. If you're fighting a Realm of Gods ally, that's perfectly fine. I think you're still chill with him on the team as long as you're fighting a Realm of Gods enemy. Excuse me. If you're fighting a Realm of Gods enemy, I think he's still safe at that 80% dodge chance. And there are no Realm of God category enemies attacking defense of 100%. I saw that difference. Okay, that's interesting. And then there's this freebie dodge right here. The freebie dodge. This is an interesting thing, actually. This is really actually where his value is. Yeah, this Whis right here, he's fantastic. He's still restricted, but because of this, you can still get a free turn with him. And he still has actually pretty reliable dodge with the 70. And then if you're fighting a Realm of Gods enemy, that's an 80% chance to dodge. He's sealing and greatly lowering attack and defense. He still has utility. He's still a support unit. He's still doing a job. He's still reliable. You go full dodge, whatever. But I still argue this is the main reason you're taking him, is for that extra support of 70%, because that's intense. And it's for all allies too. But you have to have a Beerus stacking in the same rotation. The difference is, it's just crazy. It's crazy how much a difference that can make. But still, that's still a lot more less restricting than bro right here with bare minimum defense numbers and literally not even being able to protect himself without a movie boss's category ally attacking in the same turn. That is terrible. That is just because it's Beerus or it's nobody. I'm sorry, but movie bosses sucks right now. It's a terrible category. You have what, 2 units? You can count Garlic Jr. if you want to, but I'm not going to. You got 2 units right now out of the lump sum of these suckers that could even be technically usable, and you still wouldn't be using LR, STR, Beerus, and Whis along with freaking Wrathful Broly or Golden Gogeta over here. So, yeah. He got really screwed over. He's still really good on Beerus' team. He looks fantastic on Beerus' team. He performs good enough. He's a nice little floating support unit. Awesome. Cool. Outside of that, he is not even worth mentioning or thinking about. Which means he has a timer. And that timer is the second that this dude is not able to be used anymore or is not worth using anymore, neither is he. That's essentially what it means. Dang. Dang. Interesting. Well, right now Dokkan makes a lot more money than Dragon Ball Legends. A lot more. Like a stupid amount more. Let me see here. I don't follow this person, but this is just from earlier in 2025. So this was over a year ago, but I promise you it's still higher. I'll have to try and look for 2026 numbers, but essentially 163 million for Dragon Ball Legends, and then Dokkan made 271 million USD. So they made well over $100 million over Legends. So, I mean, regardless of what it matters on Legends being pay to win or you know, curves or whatnot, money is all they care about. So, it won't matter regardless. Like they just make stupid amounts of money. They make stupid amounts of money. Yeah. Anyways. I'm glad I did this, because I'm glad I looked over Beerus and I played him a little bit. I mean, I'll be honest, the build suggestion I have is not changing. The build suggestion I had did not change. I like that I got this better insight before I actually decided to do the recording. And what I wanted to do originally was to just make this stream the build video. But I'll still make a video for it tomorrow, just really quick. I have everything I need now. But for those that are on stream, let's see here. No matter what, bro don't need crit, because he ain't doing any damage. He ain't doing no damage. So no matter what, this dude, 55%, you just either have to give him additional or dodge. At 1 dupe, you have to give him 3 nodes into additional or dodge up to a level 9, with the silver being a level 5 plus. That'll put it up to 14. You put the last node into either dodge or additional, whichever one you didn't choose. and you give him a defense equip, because if you don't give him a defense equip, then, well, I mean, there's not really anything else to serve the purpose of. You want a tank. And then for the last node, it'd just be 15, yeah. It's pretty straightforward, in all honesty. And unfortunately, he just doesn't need to be on any other team. He has to be with Beerus. I really should just update this page and just slap Beerus in there, because he needs him. He absolutely needs him. I mean, link partners wise, he's perfectly fine with the Whis and or the Beerus. They should have enough links going off. Or at least the important ones like Connoisseur and Godly Power. But yeah. I don't know how well he'll link with Champa, actually. No, he should be fine with Champa. Yeah, he has 5 links with Champa, so... Still a good link partner, but he still wants to have the support from Whis, no matter what at the end of the day. Put an asterisk on UI Evo. I mean, yeah, I mean, that would be the most difficult part, is like if you run them under Omen Evo, then you run into an issue where it's just a huge lack of defense and a whole huge lack of support. Technically, Omen supports, but it's not to the same degree that Int Beerus gives them. I'll do some off-screen grinding, and I'll try with Omen, but I have a feeling he might get me caught, unfortunately. Because I'm only fine floating him. It's when I know Beerus is going to be on rotation. The idea I'm having is like, if you're going to use this guy, then you have a Int Beerus waiting for you on either of the main rotations. If he's not waiting for him on the main rotations, then he's going to get you caught. Because you can't even use Scouter without Beerus, essentially. So you lose you lose his actual safest tool without Beerus being on rotation with him. Yeah, wow. Rough. Super rough. I don't even need to, I mean, it's basically the exact same roll tip too for Beerus, or for Whis, excuse me. It's basically the exact same thing for Whis. Whis just wants to be next to the Int Beerus for that extra dodge, but if he's not, it's not a big deal. I still think he's a full dodge unit. You still want to go full dodge, regardless, no matter what. More defense, more dodge. Gives you the support with Beerus. He's just there to dodge. That's all he's there to do. The fact that he can do some decent damage, though, is kind of intimidating. Both units are, yep, straight up support for Int Beerus. This is the part where everybody that dumped all of their stones in the God Goku will slightly regret it. But at the same time, I know for a fact everybody and their grandmother is still going to use this guy, and that's fine. You can use him. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, everyone's dodge luck is better than mine, so. But yeah, I'll probably try to come up with some mixtures of other Realm of Gods, but I think this is pretty much the team a majority of people will run and should run. I think it's pretty much this. I don't think there's too many other Realm of God mixtures you can really... Does Goku support? Key +2. What the heck is that freaking support? I totally forgot about that. That's all the support he gives. Okay, that's fine. I thought he gave a lot more support, but he doesn't. That's, okay. I was trying to think if there was another support unit that we could throw onto the team. For Realm of Gods, specifically. I could do it, but I'm not going to suggest it. You know, these two were supposed to fix my problem and not make me think about who else goes onto the team, but so far they are. They're still making me think about it. Because of my own personal issues, but it's fine. Yeah, I mean, there's not really any other way to go. I think these are pretty much the only teams you should rock. I am very curious, actually, how Champa will perform now. With all that extra support. He was already looking really good. He was already looking really good before. He's a perfect link partner to Beerus. I mean, if I knock out, if I knock out Champa, if I remove Champa from the equation, it becomes a lot simpler, I suppose. The only thing is, it doesn't help God Goku. Like, nothing here helps God Goku. I cannot stress enough that this is the entirety of his survivability right here. It kills me that people don't get that. Bro has 60% dodge chance before attacking with a full pure Saiyan / hybrid Saiyan team. For every character that is not a Saiyan, essentially, you are lowering his dodge chance and you just float him. And he's just floating to float because he doesn't support. He's just a freaking revive ability. If he's the reason that he's gonna cause my revive requirement, then what purpose do I have to bring him? Ugh. Yeah, although I don't suggest that you can do it with this God Goku, that's fine. But otherwise, these two teams will probably feel really nice. Now I'm trying to think, is there anything... Like, can we force... I'm curious if we can force a team without our own Beerus. Because that's what 99% of people always go off about. They're just like, oh, can you do it without him? I don't have Beerus. I'm like, freaking Christ, man. Christ checks. Guess you can technically throw him on there. Yeah, I'll try that out later. Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely try that out later to see what happens. Yeah, that could work, technically speaking. It just turns literally all of... Unless you get the friend Beerus with the STR Whis, the TUR, then you wouldn't keep, then they would just all be floating, essentially. That's what I'm saying, is like, this is what this team would be, is like, if you don't have the new Beerus, this right here. They're all Realm of Gods. They would all still be under a 220. So it would still work. Yeah. But honestly, if you don't have Fizz, Evo, Omen, then you're just SOL in general, in my opinion. Unless you're Dark Link and you make some crazy insanity worth of a team. Which I suppose you could technically do. What's the craziest team that he's gonna make? Let me try to make a team that you would make. Where's that STR Whis? Where'd he go? There he is. There you go. Is that about a team you would make, Dark Link? Seven out of 10, not enough Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. He's like, no, that's still too crazy. Like, you're a madman. Oh, that's right, you don't have Tech UI. My bad. That's right, you don't have Tech UI. Oh, that's right, because he's freaking not a Realm of Gods. How do you use this fool? What do you even use him for? What the fun biscuits, bro? Who would you use for Super Easy A Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What? Are you joking me right now? Are you pulling my freaking leg? Like, what? Of course you would rock only a 170 lead, you freaking madman. It's only a 170, bro. How can you live? I can't live with a 170. Can't do it. I don't have the power. Like... Nah, bro. Nah, Okay, that's it. We're going to bed. We're going to bed. We're not continuing this madness tonight. I'm too tired for this. I gotta go to work in the morning. I will I will record the rest of I will record these videos tomorrow. For those that actually watched the stream, I guess you got your answers essentially based on the sides here. But not to be. But Tex, you were saying still being in there is crazy. Yep, you're a madman. You're a madman. You're a madman, Darklink. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all popping into the stream, even though it seemed to fail because OBS sucks. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed so I can have some sleep before going to work. Appreciate you, Apocalypse, Darklink. There was other people here. Bringer, Blazer. There was one other young one somewhere, I swear, earlier. Or maybe it wasn't. Oh, Scythe showed up. I feel so bad. I didn't even notice Scythe popped in here. Ah, dang. Appreciate you, Scythe. Dang it. Man, gotta get my head out of the gutter. Anyways, guys, appreciate y'all. Have a good day and a good night.